The cards are classified into major trumps and minor trumps, or the elemental suits. The major trump comprises of cards which gain more importance when they turn up in a reading. These are cards far more rigid, just like our own karma, and they imply situations which are beyond our control. The minor trump comprises of 4 elemental suits, which represent each of the elements, that is fire, earth, water, and air. The major arcana cards are more rigid because they are more karmic cards, and you know that there are times when your karma plays an important role in your life, in your regular life, in your day-to-day life. There are certain things we have to suffer because of so and so reason, which is not always within our reach to explain or understand, but suffering is something that is inevitable. And if you or anyone who is going through a chronic situation, and if I do a reading for you, for example, and if a lot of major arcana cards come up in a reading, so I know that there are certain things which are predestined in your life. There are certain things which are bound to happen, and nothing can change it. It's not that you stop living or your life is destroyed, no, but you still have to survive and be patient enough to live with those issues, because when you don't have a solution, you have to make an attempt to live with that. Now, how do these cards work? What purpose can be achieved from tarot cards? Every stream of occult and metaphysical has got multiple uses. It varies on the intention that you have in your heart and the purpose or the objective you wish to achieve. Tarot cards are used for meditation, as a medium of divination, and even for Wiccan rituals. The cards are so old, sacred, and mysterious. There could be so many ways of using the cards which even I may not be aware of. The cards have a language and power of their own. Also, they are extremely willful. A reader like me is just a medium between the cards and the client. While doing a reading, I have absolutely no control over the cards. Any reader who thinks or assumes that he or she can control the reading or the cards is only fooling himself or herself. There's a power up there which runs on its own accord. The cards never go wrong, but during any reading, what I may read could correspond only 20 to 30% of what the cards have displayed in front of me. Now what happens is, most of the times, is that when I do a reading for someone, let's say I pull a 3-card reading or a Celtic cross reading for you, okay, there are certain cards, every card is a visual description. It's a story in the form of picture. So when I pull a certain number of cards for you, or a reading I do for someone, so let's say the first card, it implies something to me. I'll give you an example. Like an Empress card comes up in a reading. Empress is a card which is ruled by Venus. This is a card which implies prosperity, especially from the opposite sex. If you're a man, then it implies prosperity from a woman. It also implies sexual experiences. It is a card which brings pregnancies. So if you're a woman who's married and who's worried of, or at least whose concern is to get a child or to procreate, then the Empress card is something that implies pregnancy. Now, this card is, this is not the only meaning of this card, just the pregnancy or pleasure or prosperity. This card could have many other meanings depending on the reading. Now, if an Empress comes up, it also could imply finding business opportunity which